So me and this guy from work, I'll call him N, started working at our job around the same time, so we became friends back then. N asked for my number, and he would always text me first. He would text me almost every day from October 2022, February 2023. He would want to spend our breaks sometimes together during this time. He would also ask me to hang out with him after work sometimes. We would grab lunch and go to the park. Sometime in January, he asked me to hang out with him on a non-work day. He picked me up from my house and we grabbed lunch and he took me to a lookout. This is the day he first kissed me. He told me that he was not in a relationship and had not been in one in a long time. He told me he loved me and he then asked me if I wanted to be in a relationship with him, where I told him not yet at the time. We hung out a few times after this after work. He would kiss me. I never went in to kiss him first, he always did. He also did ask me to be in a relationship again, but I said no. In February, he asked me to hang out with him after his shift. He picked me up from my house in the night and took me out. He drove to the park afterwards, and this is when he tried to have sex with me in the back seats of his car. I told him I did not want to do that, so it didn't happen. Actually, he went on top of me and I kept pushing him off. But we slept in his car until the morning. After this night, he didn't text me as much after I denied him. By the way, I barely ever texted him first, he always did. Actually, this is when I found out he had a wife 2 weeks after this night. I never told him I knew, I just kept it to myself. I just didn't know what I would say or how to contact her. We did not see each other for 1.5 months. However, he did text me 2 different times during this time saying that he missed me. Keep in mind we still work at the same place, just different areas, so we didn't see each other. In April, he wanted to meet after work. This day is when he said many things to me. He said, "If I asked you to marry me, would you say yes?" I told him no. He also told me he really wanted to marry an Australian girl that day. He's from another country. He tried to kiss me, but I didn't want to. He also said that I should spend the night with him at his house. I told him I couldn't. We did not talk to each other for 4 months after this day, even at work as we no longer worked in the same area. In August, we ran into each other at work. He came over to me to talk with me when I was on my break. He texted me after this and said he missed me. He introduced me to his brother on our second break. His brother had started working there, so he brought his brother to work at the same place. After work, this man came over to my car as I was about to leave and asked me what I was going to do after work. He tried to hang out with me that day. I told him I was just going to go home, but he called me that afternoon and insisted on hanging out after our shifts the next day. So we hung out after work. Not sure why I agreed, I just wanted to catch up as we did not speak for a long time. We went for lunch and went to the park afterwards. He insisted on taking pictures of us, so I do have the texts and pictures as proof. Then he wanted us to go in the back seats of his car. He took me to his friend's house where no one was home. I thought we were going to hang out there, but I realized his intention was to sleep with me. So he did attempt to, but I denied. He was acting so crazy, it was so weird. He was telling me that he was crazy about me and wanted me so badly. This is the day that I realized how genuinely crazy he is. I told him why does he keep trying, and he told me he would not ask me again. I guess he kept his word as he did not try again. That was the end of that. 2 months later, I saw his wife in the staff room. So not only bringing his brother to work there, but also bringing his wife to work at the same place, all the while knowing I'm still working there. I believe she may have started working there in June. I just had not seen her until that point. I have seen his wife 2 more times after this, and the feeling of anger for that man really gets to me. I feel so bad whenever I see her and how he cheated on her and can get away with it because I haven't said anything. And the audacity of him bringing his brother and his wife to work there is so messed up. I have no idea what to do. I am wondering what I should do. Should I continue to keep it to myself, or should I let her know the truth? By the way, they have been together for 5.5 years, I believe. He's 26. And I think she may be the same age as him. I am 5 years younger than him. I just feel so bad whenever I see her. I don't think he deserves to get away with what he did.